haven't seen. So I mean, maybe a little bit less obscure, but I mean, still not a holiday classic by any stretch of the imagination.
You know, it's sad to hear that your life is such a disappointment to you.
A lot of people forget about The Family Man starring Nicolas Cage because it kind of centers around Christmas time, but it doesn't take, Christmas isn't the focal story, but this happens around a time when you can actually take Nicolas Cage kind of seriously.
Please just think about this for 1 second.
I have never seen this. Nicolas Cage's The Family Man. I like Nicolas Cage, but I have no clue. I've never seen it.
One of the things I really liked about the film was, it's kind of loosely based off of A Christmas Carol, where it's a guy who's alone, who's got all these riches and everything, but then gets sent to an alternate timeline by a guardian angel, quote unquote, who's played by Don Cheadle, which by the way is one of his first movies, which he was really great in. But besides that, and then he goes on this journey of having a wife who's played by Tia Leone, and kids and everything, and kind of learning what he could possibly have, and eventually he figures out how important it is to have family in your life and the love you feel with that, and being especially around the holidays.
I do remember this. I do remember that my dad saw the movie and he said, because we had seen Rush Hour 2, and he said it has the guy from Rush Hour 2.
Do you want to die?
Which was Don Cheadle. And then we saw something else, and it was like, oh, it has the guy from Rush Hour 2 and The Family Man. And I think it kind of compounded like that until finally we just started saying Don Cheadle. I don't know when that happened, but at some point we recognized he's a guy, he has a name. He got an Oscar nomination around that time, so.
Now, some would argue this doesn't deserve to be on the list because it's not well known. I will argue that, counter-argue that I think when you rewatch this film, you realize how special it actually is when Nicolas Cage actually gives a pretty decent performance along with Tia Leone's character, and they had great chemistry between each other, which kind of made the film, especially him with Nicolas Cage and interacting with his children. And I think that really gave something very special to the movie, especially how funny and heartfelt it can be all in the same time. So I think if people rewatch it, they realize, now while it doesn't take place, while it doesn't, have Christmas as the focal point, it is around Christmas time and something you can watch with your family and enjoy quite a bit. All right, guys, that'll wrap it up for us today for your number 23 film, The Family Man, starring Nicolas Cage. Leave your comments in the section below and tell us what you think of the film if you have seen it, and where you think it might rank on the list, whether it's higher, lower, or off the list. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. As of right now, it's not available on any streaming service that I'm aware of. If I'm wrong, please jump in the comments and let me know. So you would have to rent it, but I do believe personally that if you do rent this, you will enjoy this quite a bit. And it's only about $3 if you rent it on Vudu or any other service like Amazon Prime. And I think it's a good watch. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy yourself. So now, here is our hint for the number 22 film next on our list. The main hint I'll give you for this movie, it focuses around a quote that the character says quite often in the film. So I want to hear your thoughts and give us your predictions of what you think the next film could be. The main quote is, "I'm not complete." I know it's very obscure, but that's the only hint I will give you. Give us your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next video.